It is December 6th. The reading is from Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much. Courage, openness, fear. To appreciate openness, we must have experienced encouragement to try the new, to seek alternatives, to view fresh possibilities. Sister Mary Lake Tobin. Courage and openness go hand in hand. Our courage helps us to take the risk to try the new. When we are fearful, we only see one way, our way. Courage opens the way for new possibilities. As we face our fears, we find that we are endowed with a level of courage that we never knew existed. Fortunately, we do not have to be a hero to demonstrate courage. We have many possibilities every day to act courageously. It takes courage to germinate and put forth new ideas. It takes courage to stand up for what we know in our hearts is right. Sometimes it even takes courage to take a nap. Everyday courage is all I ask. And it reminds me of the quote by Brene Brown. You can't have courage and comfort at the same time, but this courage and openness idea about staying open, and I can see when I'm in fear how I close myself off, how I get so stuck on what I think it needs to be, or what I think has to happen, or the results, or well, this happened, so now that's going to happen, and I can go down the rabbit hole of all these things, and that the only solution would be if this pain would stop, or this feeling would stop, or whatever. And then sometimes, if I take a breath and I take a step back and I take a pause and I see what's happening, and I allow, I don't know, I just allow the feeling to be there. It's not easy. I don't do it all the time, trust me. But when I allow that time, that is when new ideas come. And it's almost like problem solving. And it reminds me also of when you're looking for something around the house, and you're looking and you're trying to figure it out. And it's almost like when you stop trying to figure it out, that's when you find it. And I think that's kind of the same idea here. However, I do think that we are all superheroes. I do. I think we all have our own superpower, and I think we all need to discover it, and we will eventually. You know, some discover it at a very young age, and some discover it later in life. And I'm one of the people that's discovering it later in life. But I do think that we all have this hero. Like, we should be the hero of our own journey, and we have our own genius. I was just listening to a podcast with this guy Gay Hendricks, and he was talking about how so many of us have an upper limit, right, where we think that we can only be this good, and just a lot of really wise words about how we can get more creative. We don't have to have a ceiling on how good or bad or whatever, how things are supposed to be. So we can get out of the box. Get out of the box that we've allowed ourselves to stay stuck in, and become something else, that like, let our good light shine, because I think fear holds me back from that at times, and I have a funny feeling I'm not the only one. I could be wrong. You know, leave your message in the notes, or DM me, or whatever if I'm wrong. And if you don't think that too, let me know and tell me how you do it, because I want to know. But just remembering this, like, when I'm in fear, try to be open. Try to be open. Try to be open to see what I need to see. If there's symbols, if there's song that comes on a radio, if someone calls me, I mean, when I'm in fear, if I close myself off and isolate, I know I'm in trouble. But if I keep myself open, and I don't try to deny the feeling, then it seems like that's when problem solving happens and creativity happens. And I think problem solving is creative. And I think people that problem solve are some of the smartest people I know. So that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sorry I missed yesterday. You can check me out at vickyrude.com. You can find me at Awkward and Awesome on Facebook, Awkward and Awesome 1 on Instagram. I would love to connect, follow me, find me, rate, subscribe to this thing right down there somewhere. Or maybe it's over here. I don't know. But I hope you have a beautiful day, a blessed weekend, and namaste.